Hi, I'm Tommy Banks and thank you for buying one of our Made in Oldstead food boxes. This little video will show you how to cook and plate your box. Let's get cooking. So to start with, we're having asparagus. Got this lovely asparagus from Spillman's, which is just down the road from us. We're going to cook that in an emulsion, which I just put in this jug. So that's going to glaze around the asparagus and give it this wonderful seasoning and depth of flavour. So really simple to do. Asparagus goes straight in the pan. And then we've made this emulsion, so it's infused with thyme and butter. So that just needs to go onto the hob for a couple of minutes. And the asparagus is raw now, but it'll cook down and this emulsion will glaze around it and make it really super delicious. You don't want a lot of the emulsion left in the pan. You almost want these sort of spears to be totally covered and just keep basting them over, because that's where the real sort of flavour is. You want to keep your asparagus nice and al dente, not too cooked and soft. So I think that's ready to go really. Just leave that as is and then turn to the plating. So I'm going to start with this whipped buttermilk. Spread that on the bottom of the plate. And then in with the asparagus. So you keep as much of that sauce as you can. Okay, next we're going to add the toasted hazelnuts, a nice bit of crunch on there, just get them everywhere. And then some pickled radish as well. So to finish the dish, we've got cured egg yolk. That's been cured in salt and sugar for about 2 weeks. It adds a lovely seasoning to the dish. It's one of my favourite things that we use on the menus. So I'm just going to grate that over the top. You can be really generous with this. Use about half a yolk per portion. It's really rich and fatty, and it's just a wonderful way of finishing off a dish. And that's it, done. Okay, so for the main course, we've got a wonderful hispy cabbage, which we've just cooked in an emulsion. I've started by draining off that emulsion and just keeping the cabbages a little bit drier. And we've got these wonderful hen of the woods mushrooms as well, got lovely beery, nutty flavour. First things first, bang these in the oven. So with the hispy cabbage, it's already part cooked. I'm just going to start off by caramelising the cut side in the pan. What I want to do is just get a nice caramelised cut side on there, just really for flavour, then we're going to bang it through the oven. So once you've got a lovely colour on here, it's a lovely sort of brown caramelisation, just trying to get a real flavour into it. I'm going to transfer it to the oven-proof tray and put it through the oven. That reserved emulsion, just pour that on the top everywhere before you put them through the oven, and that will roast up really nice. Now the mushrooms have been in the oven for sort of 10 minutes, just put the knob of butter on and return them to the oven for another 5 minutes. Okay, so to the plate and up, we've got these lovely glazed hispy cabbage. So that should be looking super glazed up, lovely caramelised. Just get that straight on the plate. We've got a couple of nice purees. There's black garlic, which is, I like to drizzle a little bit on the top, just so a bit more seasoning. The black garlic is last year's garlic, which we've really slowly cooked at 60 degrees for 6 weeks. It's a really big umami flavour. And also some ketchup made from gherkins as well, so cucumbers that we've grown on the farm, and then pickled from last year. Cabbage itself, I'm going to finish with this old Winchester cheese. This is a really old recipe, a really hard crystally cheese from Winchester. It's kind of a bit like a traditional sort of Gouda style, really tasty. I think you can be quite generous with that. I like to use quite a fine microplane so you can get as much volume as you can. Next we'll do the hen of the woods mushrooms. So these have been roasted in the oven. Nice colour on them, a little bit of butter. And then we'll just finish the plate with a few little bumblebees. And then just finish with some of the gherkin ketchup. Okay, hope you enjoyed the Hisby cabbage. Now on to dessert. We've got a wonderful baked cheesecake made with chicory root. Chicory root is a vegetable that we grow on the farm. It kind of looks like a massive parsnip, but we dry it out and it's got a really bitter flavour, so we roast it like coffee and then we use it instead of coffee in desserts and in savoury dishes as well. Okay, so just place your cheesecake on the left of the plate and then a few pieces of this hazelnut brittle. I like to stick that in the side, but really do whatever you want. And then to finish the dish, we've made a lovely sort of caramel sauce, which is got the hazelnuts in as well. Just get some of that on there. Just nappe it over the top, that's lovely. Thank you for buying one of our Made in Oldstead boxes. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love to see your takes on the presentation, so please send them through on socials to @Made in Oldstead, and I hope you have a lovely meal. Thank you.